Welcome back to another video, and today is a big day. Today is new bike day. We have got a new cyclocross bike, and without further ado, here is the baby itself. I've got a new giant TCX cyclocross bike, and you're probably wondering, George, why have you got a new cyclocross bike? Well, as you've noticed, my epic skills going down the descents at Falkirk, Giant got in contact with me and they were like, we need you on one of our bikes. And that's the story I told the wife. It's like that video from TikTok where the guy's like, they gave it to me, they gave it to me.
Okay, how much was it? How much was it?
They gave it to me. They were like, hey. I was like, okay, yeah, they gave it to me.
No, they didn't.
Unfortunately, Giant didn't contact me and I purchased this bike myself, but it's all the same. It's new bike day. How it actually went is I went to the wife and I nagged her so much until she got to the point where she was like, just do whatever you want. And now I do not ask twice when I get that line. I go full steam ahead, get the bike.
On your left! On your left!
And then I just pray she doesn't change the locks when I get home from work. And if that fails, if you watch my last vlog or last video, I also fixed the light bulb in the kitchen. So now I'm a hero in her eyes. And before I show you the bike, as I informed the Rocket, it's technically not a new bike because I've used the components off my old bike and it's just a new frame and fork. So there's not an extra bike in the house, so essentially it's not a new bike, blah, blah, blah.
Yes, science!
I'm making up a load of absolute waffle to try and get me out of this, but here she is. I'm going to take you off this and give you a little look. Also, I am not leaning it up against your bookcase, Rocket, for when she sees this, but here's the frame, the giant TCX. It's got like a, I don't really know how to describe it. It's like a greeny gold. I think it's like that, is this dress blue or black or whatever? In the light, it like changes colour. But there it is in all of her glory. What an absolute beauty. So as I was just saying, I haven't actually got new parts for this. I've taken them off my other bike, so the wheels are the same as what I was running. I've got tubular wheels with Challenge limus on, front and back tubular. The only difference, I've got the same saddle. It's a Syncross Belcara, I think that is how you pronounce it. I may be wrong. I had to get a new stem though because Giant run an 1.25" steerer tube and my stem was for 1.125", and that has also meant that I've had to change the mounting system for my camera because I did have it bolted into the stem, but I don't have the bolts at the front now, so we have bodge jobbed a Garmin mount that now has my Wahoo mount on and the GoPro underneath. Everything else is exactly the same. SRAM Force shifters. I'm running SRAM Force E-Tap, which I am seriously lucky to have. If you have tried E-Tap, you will know it is an absolute dream, but occasionally the chain has come off on me when the bike gets seriously muddy. But I didn't have a chain catcher on when I had this set up on my old bike. I've now got a chain catcher. There is also, you might be able to see, a Quark power meter on this bike. Unfortunately, I can't get it to work. I think it has given up the ghost on me, and maybe some water's got in there because obviously it was on the old bike and it gets jet washed a lot. So I'm thinking I might need to contact Quark and see if I can get going. I don't actually use it when I'm racing. I just use it for warming up, and you don't need a power meter for a cyclocross bike. You're just burying yourself balls to the wall. But I've got it on there. I'll try and get it back working because I might be able to put some power over some of the race footage I get. That'll be quite cool. You can see how much power I'm putting out of the corners and stuff like that. At the back, the chain rings are 40 tooth and I'm running, it's a 1033 12 speed at the back. I've got to admit, these gears down here don't get used often. These ones do. This setup is probably on the limit for me in terms of like the power. I have quite a high cadence, so when there's thick mud to get through, this setup is probably on the limit for me. But that's what I'm running. SRAM Force is the same on the other bike. There is the frame in all its glory. She is an absolute gem, and it's only just been finished today. So thanks to Dad, we have this bike ready to go for Andover Supercross is my next race, and I'm going to be trying it out tomorrow at Cyclocross training. So I'll give you a bit of a rundown tomorrow. Hopefully I can get some footage, get Dad to get some footage. I've got the same handlebars on, same tape, everything like that. But I will get Dad to take some footage and I can give you a rundown of how she feels. But I've been on it on the rollers while we were setting up saddle heights, positions, stuff like that. I have had a bike fit before on my road bike. Whether it helped me that much, I'm not sure. But basically, I took the measurements off my other cross bike and got it as close as I can. It's obviously a different frame, but she is an absolute gem. I am super excited to get going and have a go on this. Apart from I'm also super nervous about getting it muddy. Is it just me that when you get a new bike, you do not want to get it muddy? Because it just looks so pristine. But this is my new baby. This is the one that I'm going to be starting the races on. And of course, as I told the wife, when you get a new bike, you become instantly faster. So I'll be a new man on the bike. I'll be faster. I'll probably still be getting pulled, but I'm going to try my best not to. But that's a little look at the bike. I'm going to take her out tomorrow for a maiden voyage at cyclocross training. It's going to be absolutely covered in mud. That's why I quickly got this now, because once it's covered in mud, I will definitely not be allowed it in the living room. And I will catch you tomorrow. I'll give you a little debrief of how it all felt. And Giant, if you are looking for a chopper, hit me up. Send me an Instagram message. I'm your man. So the bike, of course, was an absolute dream. Dad got some footage. I'm not sure why it looks like he's filmed this on a potato, but I think it's where I've sent it over on WhatsApp, so I apologise, but he did get some mega footage in a second. So just a little bit of footage of me going on it. It was at our training sessions. In a minute we jump into some race style efforts, and tonight my goal was I was going off at like the same time as Nathan and James Alloway, and the goal for me was to try and hold James Alloway's wheel. So probably fitness wise, we're probably pretty evenly matched. Nathan's probably a bit fitter than us, but we can see here, but his technical skills, he's like Champions League, I'm conference. Look at the gap. We've done 2 corners, they've gapped me already. This is what I'm saying about technical ability. This little off camber ridge here is really tricky and slippy. You saw Nathan had a little foot out there, but in a second you're going to see how quickly they can gap me just on a few corners. So you see there, look how many bike lengths I've let go. You'll see on the next corner it'll get even bigger around this corner, and those little bike lengths here and there make a massive difference on a technical course. We're not going to get a course this technical, but look at this last corner. Look at the gap they've put into me, and that just shows me, like, admittedly the new bike does not make me faster, more skillful, unfortunately, but I just wanted to show that bit because it's absolutely wicked to see how important skills are in cyclocross. That little slippy ridge, like, you're getting gapped, and then the energy you have to use to try and get back on. But it's mega doing these sessions and getting to follow like Nathan and James, because their technical skills are like far beyond mine, and I just get dispatched around these little twisty corners. But hopefully by doing this and getting to follow them, seeing their lines, and just trying to, I was watching how they were going round and just the way they like shift their body on the saddle, it's mega. So hopefully soon I can keep up with them. But the bike was absolutely pucker, and you know what they say, look good, feel good and all that. So looking forward to racing on it. And finally, the most important question, Rocket, what do you think of the new bike? Are you excited for the new bike? No. And on a level of 1 to 10 / me being a 10, what's the bike?
That's just such a ridiculous question, because you're trying to like force me into saying, Either it's really good or you're a 10 out of 10. I don't want to say either right now.
Oh, how dare you? But I'm on dinner duties tonight and I thought I'd got away with never making a risotto again in my life. But even HelloFresh want to hurt my soul because I've got to make a bloody risotto. But good news is we are back racing. Next video we're going to be at, where are we? What's it called? Andover Supercross. So I'm going to take the bike out for a proper smash fest. The Rocket's going to be bowing down to my every word because it is going to be my birthday. What I say goes. When I want food, she's going to make me food. And no, she's not. I thought that's how birthdays work.
If you're the best husband in the world.
I am. Look at the light bulb. Look how bright it is in here.
Yeah, I reckon you did that more because of the YouTube comments and not because of me.
But I'm going to wrap this one up here because the Rocket's got to finish up some work. I've got to make a risotto, the joys. And any final words, Rocket? The bike, lovely.
Well, let's hope you get top 5, top 3.
Top 5
on Saturday and Sunday, because that should then be, you know, worth the investment of getting the bike, right?
Let's settle down a bit now, love.
So
It's a UCI races. The bike ain't going to make me any faster, unfortunately, because it's not the same bike the Rocket's got with an engine, but I still wouldn't win on that. But I hope you've enjoyed the video, a little look at the bike, and I'll catch you in the next one for race day.